Hey, hello, friends, and welcome to this very expensive cheat day review where we are trying Ralph Lauren chocolate. Yes, the very expensive, high class clothing company also has their own cafe, and within this cafe, they have chocolate bars. So I stopped by the big Ralph Lauren store in Chicago, like one of their flagship stores, and they had a cafe right when you walked in. And you could order coffee. The coffee was good. And right by the cash register, I was like, oh, they got their own chocolate as well. So what we got here is espresso bean, which is the first one. And then there is a sea salt dark chocolate. There were a few more flavors, but these two enticed me. And plus, I just couldn't shell out more money for one of these itty bitty little chocolate bars. It's just enough to try out. So anyways, the Ralph Lauren store in Chicago was like a maze. Trying to find a bathroom in that place was next to impossible. I had to actually do some Googling and find a post on Reddit as to how to find the restroom in Ralph Lauren. I could have easily asked, but regardless. So brought these back from Chicago. We'll check them out, and I wonder, where are these chocolates made? And I did some digging. I found out that Dylan Lauren created her own chocolate line in 2001, I think. She was inspired by Willy Wonka, and so she, I guess, started from nothing, rags to riches story, and made her own chocolate bar and candy bar from the ground up. So, very inspiring. Her company doesn't make these chocolate bars. I looked on the back, and it's a company by the name of Fine and Raw. They're from Brooklyn, New York, and based from Williamsburg. That's where they started. And if you know anything about Williamsburg, New York City, you kind of have an idea that it is the hipster capital of the world. It's full of Nepo babies and pretentious rich kids that pretend that they are poor or pretend that they're against the system that their parents work for. Thanks, Dad, for the free college and basically free everything. I'm gonna rebel and live a bohemian lifestyle until it's just too much and I'm 35, and then I'll fall in line, and I guess I'll become vice president of your company. Thanks. Their mission: save the world through silliness and chocolate. They're a fun little chocolate company, whatever. Fine and Raw was established in 2007 in a notorious Williamsburg, Brooklyn artist loft by Daniel Sklar. Loft, all right? This is loft living. I have rubbed elbows with people in St. Louis even. Even in St. Louis, you have to live in a loft if you are a true musician, artist, whatever. And so many of these people will look at someone like me that actually worked for their own money and go, really? Oh my God, you don't live in a loft? Like, how do you even live? How do you even make music if you don't live near a close-knit community of other artists? Gee, I don't know. Maybe because I'm not full of shit. But anyways, let's continue. Daniel launched into making small chocolate batches and sharing them with friends. He then started delivering them on his bicycle to local purveyors of fine food. Yes, on his bicycle. That is yet another thing when you are living the bohemian, loft living, big city, art district lifestyle. You gotta ride a bike. That's like having a cell phone when you leave the house. If you are a New York trendy, savvy city hipster, you gotta ride that bike. If you don't have a bike and you just drive your car everywhere, what are you even doing, bro? Anyways, it was apparent that the chocolate flavor was so good, it was borderline addictive. The company grew based on the premise of producing organic, unparalleled quality chocolate and a sheer love of the chocolate making process. So, I mean, it goes on and on. First up, we will try the espresso bean. Let's see, just pull it out like this. I think I already feel like I got a golden ticket. And maybe I am being too negative, and maybe you've never brushed and rubbed elbows with these people, and you may think I'm being a little too harsh, but you got to realize you spend any amount of time around these people and you actually do have a decent head on your shoulders, you will be like, oh my God, I can't stand it. But anyways, here we go. This is the Ralph Lauren chocolate. It comes in itty bitty squares so you can really savor it. So just crack a line here. And here we go. This is Ralph's Coffee Espresso Bean Chocolate. It goes in sweet, but it's very bitter. It gets bitter as you chew it. It's not so soft, but it's not as hard as you would expect, like a dark chocolate kind of deal either. It's 70% cacao, so it's good, decent chocolate. I mean, if you're going to spend the money and make this gold shelf chocolate, I mean, it better taste good. I'm going to break off another piece here. Yeah, it's good, but I'm not getting the espresso bean as much as I'm wanting. I just taste more of just the 70% authentic dark chocolate cacao. But the espresso bean is there enough. It's kind of dusted on the bottom of the bar. And you get that nice, decent whiff of like a cocoa coffee kind of thing. But it isn't as strong as I was expecting it to be. It's sweet at first, gets bitter, but there really isn't anything too special about it. Like, it's not Hershey's chocolate or anything sweet like that. I mean, Hershey's is trash, don't get me wrong. But this, I feel like, is a little overrated. And I was expecting more of a bigger coffee taste. So I will say the Ralph's Coffee Espresso Bean, I would give this a 6.5 out of 10. You know, I've tasted plenty of dark chocolate in my time, and there's a bit more of a powerful bitterness than, say, a Hershey's Special Dark chocolate, but I don't know. I feel like I've had better dark chocolate than that. Sad to say, yeah, 6.5 out of 10 for the espresso bean, Ralph's Coffee. Anyways, let's try the sea salt dark chocolate and see if this is any better. This is also 70% cacao. So, open this up. Is there any salt on the bottom? Yeah, you can see the salt there. Little salt crystals. Pop a little thing there. Here we go. Ralph's Coffee Sea Salt. Okay, this has a lot more oomph with it. With the featured flavor, the sea salt. Definitely taste that sea salt. And I feel like, how can you not taste sea salt in chocolate, though? Yeah, it's got the same kind of sweetness and bite that the espresso bean bar does have. I like this one more, though, just because of the fact of the contrast between the chocolate and the salt in there. So at least has that going for it. So yeah, I can see myself eating that, especially this one with a cup of coffee. And that's when dark chocolate really shines, is if you take a piece of dark chocolate, put it in your mouth, and then take a swig of coffee, have the coffee kind of just rush over the dark chocolate. Makes the whole taste and experience so much better. All in all, though, for the average person, let's just say blue collar worker, a non-nepo baby such as myself, would I want to reach and pay a premium for a tiny bar like this of chocolate, it's iffy. It's on the fence. It's good quality chocolate. You could tell it's, got some really authentic flavor with it. The saltiness of it kind of stays with you on the back of your tongue there at the very back. I feel like these are overrated. I'd give the sea salt a 7 out of 10. But it's nothing that is like really just like kicking things up a notch to make me go, oh my god, this is the best. I need to get more. No, it's just like whatever. Both of these bars were $5 for a 1 ounce. For a 1 ounce little bar, $5. Yeah, I mean, I guess running a chocolate company in a loft, an artist loft in Williamsburg, you got to pay for it somehow. So, would I buy these again? Probably not. Very authentic, very good tasting chocolate for what it is, organic. It's not supposed to be sweet. It's supposed to, I mean, just look at the label, okay? It's supposed to be classy, elegant. But at the top of it, it's only 7 out of 10. Nothing too mind-blowing. I would much rather have a Twix, a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, a Reese's Fast Break. Much more satisfying for far less money. But anyways, there you go. We tried Ralph's Coffee Chocolate, the espresso bean, and the sea salt. And that is it for this cheat day review. Thank you guys for watching. I am DJ Glowing Eyes, always wanting to remind you that it is okay to cheat every once in a while. I will see you next time. And if you happen to find yourself in a hipster area of town, and you find the love of your life, see some woman there, make sure she shaves her armpits. A lot of those ladies there, hairy armpits. Let's just say that. All right, peace.